Hello, this is day 2, January 2nd, 2020. And just trying to keep this going. I have a few things on my mind having to do with the assumption that if somebody thinks differently than you, or dresses differently, or whatever the hell your reason for not liking it, if you've never been in that situation, you probably, if you've never been in the situation, you probably never understand. But as a person, I give the green flag. It's okay to be kind. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's okay to be nice to somebody. It's okay to be kind to somebody. All these motivations that people have for their actions, the motives, the whole concept of hey, I guess I gotta talk shit or do something about the way you look or whatever. I mean, everyone's gonna be how they're gonna be. I don't give a shit about that. Okay, so but in your heart, if you have one, and as far as a medical history that I know of, everybody does, literally and physically, maybe literally I can't talk very well. It's been a long day. Started the new project, hauling buckets of dirt, pretty good distance actually, carrying 2 5-gallon buckets of dirt. After you shovel them into the bucket first, then you got to carry them a pretty good distance to get them to where they got to be dumped out. Makes for a long day. Dirt's heavy, or at least this dirt is moist. It's so it's got water weight with it. It's not just dry, smash up fine dirt, blow away dirt. It's good dirt. And so I have that that part of the project ahead of me. Trying to get enough dirt transferred over for 200 5-gallon buckets. And it'll take a while. Now we are doing a little bit of mixing with some other stuff, so each bucket isn't one for one. It'll be like a third of the dirt I'm hauling, and then a third of some other stuff, and a third of some other stuff. But anyway, that's just something we're trying out. We're trying to get the best. Right now, the composition of the soil is very important. The pH balance. It's good. Good to know. Good to figure out how to keep it within a range that we need it in. But anyway, back to the subject that's on my mind. I guess it's, and who am I? I'm just some guy, but I'm trying to understand when you have a conversation with somebody and you are actually able to show facts or show evidence of why you're saying what you're saying is true, and it's pretty much accepted by most people. But there's a certain group of people that if you go against whatever it is that they believe in, they lose their mind and they become erratic in their response. instead of logically, looking at something that's been presented to you, and even if it goes against what you know to be right, if the facts change and it's something you should be updated with, or whatever it is, how that works, then go with the new evidence and go forward. It's not just in politics, it's in anything that you do. I guess you're presented with the material and then you ignore it. I don't make up. Am I fake news? Am I not real right now talking to you? Am I making everything up that I'm saying? Is it true? Is it I don't know. Does it make sense? Maybe not, maybe so. We've just learned to stay in a lane where we're developing a singleness that's not good when it comes to staying in a lane and having no flexibility of anything else that comes along. It has to do with tolerance, and I'm not saying get beat down. I'm not saying let somebody walk all over you. I'm not saying none of that bullshit. I'm just saying about just giving somebody else a chance to express themselves, be themselves, without everybody going off the handle trying to put them down, or beat them down, or whatever hell happens. That's why we have war, is because people can't just fucking stop being idiotic and talk about this shit and work it out in a more humane fashion. Now, is there a time for war? Yeah, I guess if the war starts when somebody starts beating on you, or you can't get away from something and it's coming to hurt you. Yeah, there's time for that. There's time for protection, time for war, time for violence, all that stuff. But in general, I think there's the most time that we should focus on, or the thing that we should focus on the most, is just being kind to somebody, to everyone, if possible. Impossible, yeah, there's people out there you don't want to be kind to because they're fucking dickbags, or whatever you want to say. You just have to learn how to be tolerant of it. To a point, and then if it's too much, just go away. Don't raise it up. Hey, it's not something that I want, but I'm going to stay here and you're going to change me. No, see, that's where all this bullshit starts. If someone's not treating you right, or someone's not comfortable to be around, make a decision. Don't be around them. Try to associate yourself with people that you won't have violent behavior with. That's usually a good thing to do, Try not to be violent. That's the lesson for me from day 2. Don't try to be violent. Just try to be more restrained in our physical actions towards others when it comes to wanting to, do damage somehow physically, or even mentally, whatever. Just step back and, just think if that's really what you want. If it is, more power to you. If it ain't, then just don't do it. Anyway, I gotta go. It's about 9:30 p.m. Thursday night, January 2nd, 2020. Have a great night.